Hello, my beautiful Libras. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your March 2020 tarot readings. Oh my gosh. So I'm shuffling up the Sacred Bee Tarot. And what was in it? The Knight of Cups, the heart. That's interesting. I have downloads coming into your spread, but I guess we'll use the Lenormand. But anyways, to the newbies, welcome. It's a privilege and honor to read for you, connect with you, and ascend with you. Please like, share, subscribe. It is much appreciated. And to the usual suspects, Angel Gang, welcome back. I appreciate you guys and thank you guys wholeheartedly for all your likes, shares, subscribes, positively engaging this channel the way you do, sending me your genuine love, light, and of course, more importantly, doing this thing called Ascension with me, with us. And yeah, before I go ahead and get into these downloads, and now I'm downloading because of that. Like, that just came out of nowhere. And it's funny because it does actually have to do with one of the downloads that I did have for you guys. Anyways, for those that timestamp the reading prior to the prayer, please continue to do so. So I have www.queencup.ca is fully stocked. All right. We've got our resins, we've got our myrrh, frankincense, we've got our medicinal honey. For those of you that like to steep your resins as tea. But for those of you that are new to the smudging or burning frankincense world, we have our smudge kits back in stock. So they're the small ones. So these large ones will be back in stock end of March, beginning of April. But for now, we've got the small burners with the small jar of green hajari, kartiri, and 2 charcoal sticks. Okay, so you guys can go and get that there. We have our myrrh butter, but that sells out really quickly because I only make them in batches of 20, 30 at a time because it takes hours to make. And yeah, for daily, weekly content, you can check me out over on Patreon/Queen Cup. And I'm going to be using the Sacred Bee Tarot for your reading this month. And I do want to just congratulate the tribe. But as I've been saying in all of the videos, this is a very celebratory time for at least the tribe, at least the group of people that I've been reading for, because Divine Feminine season, so since fall, we've been essentially tearing away consciously and letting parts of us die that no longer serve us, clearing out our energetic field of anything that doesn't serve us so that we can have space for everything Divine Masculine season, spring and summer equinox is going to bring into us. So it's a very abundant time for the tribe. There's a sense of relief, which was symbolic in the Virgo full moon. And yeah, just congratulations, because a lot of your hard work is about to pay off. So yeah, we're going to get into prayer right away and then get into these downloads, and I'll explain to you why I think that whole thing that popped up with the Knight of Cups being stuck in this deck, why that came out. Anyways, let's get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular, all the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Okay, so the downloads that I had coming into your spread were never say never and all of a sudden. And then, sure enough, I'm shuffling up this deck and I have the Knight of Cups stuck somewhere within this deck. So I do feel like romance, sex, love is going to hit you all of a sudden, because I am tapping into a group of Libras that really detached from this. And I don't want to say detached, but yes, because detachment is really good. All attachments are the devil. We should be bonding and not attaching to things, places, people, ideas. We should be bonding with them because there's a sense of getting to know and nurturing, and it's a lot healthier. But anyway, I feel like you guys came out of a period last year where you were really yearning for, and whether this is with your current partner, somebody you're dating, or a lot of you guys ended up leaving a relationship last year, or some of you guys have been single for quite a long time. I do feel though that there was a dropping of this obsessive energy about trying to manifest love into your life. And then through Divine Feminine season, you went within and you shed all of these old paradigms, you shed all of this toxic energy, you purged all of these painful feelings and emotions and thoughts. And I feel like it kind of created, I don't know, a distance between, I feel like you let go and let God and said, okay, so you didn't have the mind of, well, okay, for some of you, you had the mind of, I'm never going to get married again. I'm never going to, there was this sense of, I'm never going to do something, but that isn't just pertaining love. When I got that download originally, it had to do with a lot of other things. I'm never going to go somewhere again. I'm never going to try something again. I'm never going to try to be there. I'm not going to support. I'm not going to show up in a certain kind of way or do something or go somewhere. But now that that whole Knight of Cups came out, I feel like it did have to do with love. There was an energy of like, I'm never going to love again, or I'm never going to be open and honest with somebody about what's going on with me again. You were telling yourself you were never going to do something romantically. But all of a sudden, I do feel like, and I'm going to channel it different ways, but because of that, I am really getting like love and romance now. And with that heart, hand giving heart, I feel like that was, you were never going to give your heart to somebody again, or at least not in that. I feel like there was like a leap of faith, a fool energy. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the fool, because I do feel like, Libra, you are going to be prompted to take a leap of faith back in love, because all of a sudden you're hit with a connection again, or you're hit with an opportunity to love again. But I do feel though that for those of you that this applies to, you kind of separated yourself from the obsessiveness about where's love, where's the connection, who is it, what, like, I feel like you kind of just surrendered it to the universe and focused more about loving yourself and increasing your own love vibration in trust that the universe would match your vibration and your reflection of self-love, and it would be reflected back to you in another. And what I'm getting is that all of a sudden that kind of hits you. And I feel though that some of you guys are going to have to release control, because I was getting this in another reading too. I don't remember which one. I think it might have been Aquarius, where you are really focused. Part of how you kind of separated from this obsessiveness about trying to manifest love or healing into a connection, you focused on a particular area of your life. And I do feel like it's career, it's money. I feel like it also has to do with house and home. So there was a lot of changes to your daily routine and things like that. And I just feel like it feels like it's all of a sudden because of how focused you are in a particular area. Okay. And then there was the never say never energy, which is, I just feel like, Libra, you said you were never going to go somewhere again. You were never going to, this could be even like, I'm never going to travel with friends again. Yeah, but you ended all these karmic relationships with friends. And now all of a sudden you're going into the spring equinox and you've made new friends over Divine Feminine season. And now there's an opportunity to travel again. So you once said you would never do that, but here you are with an opportunity to do it. Is it going to be doing it again, or is it going to be a new experience? This could be, I'm never going to, it could be a lot of things. We'll pull the cards and get more specific, but those were the downloads that I had coming into your spread, Libra. I feel also like a little bit, even though I meditated prior to your reading and everything, I feel a little bit off guard, like caught off guard doing this reading. I feel like a little bit like I don't know why. I totally prayed, meditated, put frankincense on the burn. Like, I don't understand. So anyways, we're going to find out. And like I said, I'm going to use the Sacred Bee. We're going to use the Venetian. And it's funny, I didn't use it for the Venetian Tarot. Like, I just forgot about it. I didn't use it for the Earth signs. I didn't use it for Aquarius. And, but I guess we're using it now. Four of Discs. Power. This, I feel, has to do with this never say never energy. You were holding on to an idea, or you were holding on to some reality that something could no longer offer you any kind of experience, that you were fully experienced in an area, that you knew how things turn out, how things play out, and I think because of that knowledge, you had said to yourself, I'm never going to do this again. For some of you, it's never going to be, you're never going to talk to somebody again. You're never going to be with somebody again. You're never going to live with somebody again. Let somebody live with you. For some of you, you said you're never going to let somebody live with you, and you actually are. I'm getting a lot with that never say never. Princess of Swords. Some of you guys said you were never going to open up to somebody and reveal certain parts of you. And I feel like the universe is bringing somebody to you that is going to prompt this opening up of you. Because I don't feel like it's a secret that you aren't into sharing. Like, I don't feel like it's something you're hiding within yourself. I just feel like it's something you think you can't trust people with. And it could be about your personal life. It could be about your past. It could be about your current living situation. It could be about your trials, your tribulations, some of the struggles that you're still going through at this time, and feeling like if I were to open up to somebody, I feel like somebody used your weakness against you, Libra, and it put this hard front and this idea that you can't open up to people and let people know about the weakness that you are experiencing. So areas of you that are weak in the sense of you're struggling with them, or you don't feel as strong in this area. I feel like it's because somebody took your weakness and put it against you. And I feel like you guys are manifesting people, okay, that are a lot more like you, but they're trying to get to know you. And I feel like somehow they're prompting out of you the truth about what it is you're going through, what it is from your past that you've went through. You could have said, I'm never going to talk to somebody about my past or past relationships or anything like that. And now you're sitting in front of somebody, possibly a new romantic partner, maybe even just a friend. And you're now being prompted to open up about your past relationships, about certain things that you went through, or about what you're going through right now. Some of you guys are going through some financial hardships and you don't want anybody to know that. The problem is that in order to manifest some kind of help, or at least even inspiration, so not even like help, like somebody's going to give you money, but inspiration as to how you can get out of this financial hardship, you would have to be open about what the hardship is. Okay. I feel weird coming into your reading, Libra. I don't know. I feel like... I feel novice. I feel like novice energy. Some of you guys are going to be taken out of your comfort zone because you're going to be prompted to do something you said you would never do. I'm never going to do this. I'm not good at this, so I'll never do this. I'm afraid of this, so I'll never do this. You're going to be pulled out of your comfort zone to release a fear or to grow in a particular area or gain some kind of experience doing something. The Hangman, getting a different perspective. Some of you guys said you would never talk to somebody again, and the fact of the matter is this person could be resurging back into your life to give you a different perspective that would actually get you to not feel like I would never speak to them or I would never have anything to do with them again. You feel that way because you have a limited understanding with the Four of Discs about somebody or a situation that occurred. Because I feel like with this princess, with the Page of Swords and the Hangman, that's somebody telling you a truth that is going to get you to think differently about them or a particular situation. Yeah, the Nine of Swords, despair, stress. Some of you guys are in energetic warfare with somebody. And what's really fucked up is that, oh, and this is fantastic. Five of Swords in reverse. This is the energetic warfare that you're coming out of because it's under the Page of Swords. And if you add that together, it's the Six of Swords, which speaks of moving from dark waters, Nine of Swords, despair, into lighter ones. So I feel like you are coming out of a conflict resolution with somebody, but it's not because you actually talk it out with them. For some of you, you will. And you'll gain a better perspective. So you'll give your truth, which will give the person you're in conflict with a different perspective. And they will share their truth and it will give you a different perspective and you can come to a neutral ground with them. But I was more getting that you do this within yourself. So I feel like devil energy was working through somebody that you were in conflict with, trying to get your energy vibration to come down. Meaning, so for example, if you have a problem with somebody or somebody's very low vibrational, they're a liar, they're jealous, they're any of these low vibrational energies, how you react to that energy actually determines whether your vibration will increase or whether it will go down. Some of you guys think, well, if I give my love and I give my compassion to somebody, it's giving away my power or giving them my power in some kind of way, and it's not. It's actually pulling the vibration, your vibration up, and it's isolating them in their lower vibrational energy all by themselves. So they end up being in despair, consumed within their own dark vibration, instead of them affecting you negatively in a low vibrational way with their low vibrational energy, getting you to give them company in their low vibration. It's them dragging you down. It's energetic warfare. And dark energies will use people to give you low vibrational energy, lie on you, antagonize you, frustrate you somehow, be jealous of you, and give you these negative energies and stuff like that. And it really, what the devil energy is hoping you do is respond negatively to that. Because then it actually brings your energy vibration down to match them where they're at. So instead of one person being in despair, two people are. And people will really try to pretend things don't bother them. I'm not fazed by them. That doesn't bother me, but you can feel their energy, and their energy vibration has definitely been affected because of how low they're vibrating. And anybody who is of a high vibration talking to this person who's in conflict. So if anybody's in a high vibration talking to you and you're in conflict with somebody, they know if you're lying about you not being fazed or you not being troubled or bothered by somebody. Why? Because they can feel the difference in your energy vibration to theirs. They're like, okay, if it doesn't bother you, why are you vibing so low then? And a lot of the time we will blame people for why we vibrate low. Well, it's because they did this. It's because they did that. Well, now you're not taking accountability. You're playing a victim and you're losing soul power. Soul power comes from accountability. Soul power comes from compassion. Soul power comes from keeping your energy vibration high and not projecting blame and taking accountability. Soul power also comes from not taking the opinions of other people or seeking other people's advice and then blaming them for what the outcome is. I am getting a little bit of like, some of you guys might have a conflict with somebody because you blame them for something that you need to be accountable for and isn't actually their fault. Anyways, Libra, I don't know what's going on. Let's see what else. And then we're going to clarify using, all of these keep flying out. And I feel like the cards flipping out like that are just a reflection of that energy of all of a sudden. Okay, the wheel, all of a sudden. There is a change in plans. There's a change to your environment. There is a change to the energy between you and somebody because of this truth that occurs. There is some kind of truth that's going to be communicated. Yes, the Page of Swords can speak of like watching and researching and stalking and things of that nature, but it can also be a message. And I feel like some of you guys are going to receive a message from somebody, and it's not just some like, hi, how are you kind of message. No, I'm getting, it's more like there's something I want to tell you, or there's something that you need to know, or can we discuss this? And like I said, you might have said you were never going to talk to this person, or you were never going to be open to listening to them. But I would be careful because it looks like the universe is trying to give you a different perspective on somebody. And it could be romantically. Some of you guys could have somebody from the past trying to, if it's romantically, or even a friend who's trying to reach out to you and give you a different perspective. The sun, yeah, a different perspective. That also speaks of divine masculine season, which we are moving into, which is really nice. And it's funny because in the Hoodoo Tarot, I actually learned that the moon is masculine energy and the sun is feminine energy, which really makes sense. Because if you think of masculines and how much of their emotions they suppress and how much of their actual person they hide, it actually is more reflective of the moon. They're more reflective of the moon than they are of the sun. Anyways, it was in the Hoodoo Tarot. We're going to use that to clarify. That deck is so fucking deep. Oh my God. I pulled it in the Virgo reading. The Queen of Swords and then the Knight of Wands. there's that energy of all of a sudden. I feel like somebody comes to you I feel like, and it could even be an opportunity. I feel like it's a request. I feel like you guys are working on something, focused on something. Some of you it is regarding finances because you might be experiencing some difficulties with that. And I feel like, okay. Try to follow me here, Libra. Some of you guys are trying to manifest. Some of you guys aren't paying attention to love at all. I see no cups. So like I said at the beginning of the spread, I feel like love is going to hit you out of all of a sudden because I feel like you're so focused on finances, your living situation, your immediate environment, and what's going on with you personally. And I feel like this focus on career, because it's the Four of Discs, there's a need to kind of let go and have a little bit of faith and let go of an old way of doing something. Some of you guys are like, okay, well, because some of you guys already are downloading that. You're like, this, how I make money right now or what I've been doing isn't working for me financially. I'm not making enough money, or I keep hitting my head and I'm not getting any, you guys could be applying for work and it's not working out. You're not getting any jobs or any opportunity. The thing is that all of a sudden you get hit with something that takes your energy away. And it's funny because it is directed to your finances. So this could be friendships and social and all of it. And you're thinking, I don't have time for social right now. But the universe is showing you do have time for social because there are people that are looking for your attention, that want to spend time with you, that want to network with you and get to know you. Somehow your finances, your manifestation with regards to career and finances and the increase of that is through this. It's just a different means. It's not the way you thought it would come in. So it's like trying to find a job and you're applying online and it's not working out. And you're like, I don't have time to be social or get to know people. Meanwhile, doing that is actually going to expose you to an opportunity. This person is hiring at their workplace in a different capacity or a different job, something that you were like, oh, wow. For some of you, for a very few of you, and this is more of like the low vibrational people in the collective that really turn their nose down to certain jobs, certain people. These are people in the collective who go and judge service workers, people who work at fast food restaurants, people who clean for a living. There are very few of you that put your nose down at people like that. Those of you that do that, you're actually going to go through such financial hardship that it causes despair, and you're going to have to do something you never said you're going to do, and it's going to be working at one of these places for a very small group of you. And that is specifically karma, Wheel of Fortune, tables turning, which has been a major theme this month for all the zodiac signs. This is to teach you a very, very karmic lesson about respecting people that do work, period. Respecting people. Nobody deserves any less because their paycheck is less than what you make. That doesn't equate them to deserving less respect. For those of you that are in these service jobs, I personally feel like you are struggling to figure out how you come out of it. You want to make more money. You want to do something that involves more of your talent, skills, and abilities that you revealed through Divine Feminine season while you were going through this transformation, which is this peeling back of the layers of the unauthentic version of yourself, the part of you that has doubt and doesn't see yourself in the highest capacity. You then reveal your highest capacity or a higher capacity of yourself, and you're trying to translate how that's going to work in career and money. I see you guys actually manifesting an opportunity to do that, but somehow it's through some kind of, it could be a conflict resolution. It's some kind of initiation. I feel like it's tricky because I feel like the divine's like, okay, so you're trying to manifest increased finances. Well, they're going to come if you come to a forgiveness with this person, because this person, should you come to forgiveness with them, this person actually has an opportunity that we've set up serendipitously through them. But you would have to be open to speaking to them and going and coming out of some toxic energy with them. For some of you, it's not being open. You have no social life at all, because you went through a really painful karmic cycle of letting go all of these friends who betrayed you because they were a reflection of the part of you that betrays yourself. They were unauthentic and lied on you because they were a reflection of the part of you that goes out in the world and lies about yourself. I'm this when you're none of these things, or I'm not this when you are those things. You came out of that very painful karmic cycle, and then there was a part of you that's like, I'm never going to be in a friend group, or I'm never going to be all kiki. Like there's some kind of energy where you just said you were really closed off to friends. Well, the problem is the universe is going to bring friends to you from this transformed place that you're at. It would require you to be open, because that openness in that area is actually linked to your material abundance and sustenance. If this is making any kind of sense, they're linked. Your manifestations are linked. And I feel like the universe is 5 of Wands, that strife, the Empress, and the Hermit. Some of you guys are really struggling with coming out and integrating this more abundant version of you that has all these plans. Like I said, you awaken to your higher potential. 4 of Discs, that's a lower potential where you don't see yourself as being abundant. You were done settling, whether it was in love, whether it was with friends, whether it was financially, you were done settling, and now you unlock this more abundant perspective on yourself. And I see that Libra is struggling to try to apply it into their life. Like, how do I translate this version of myself into my actual 3rd dimensional life, where I'm making more money and I'm living in a better quality of life and I'm living in a better environment. I have better quality friends. And when I say better quality of friends, I'm not talking about friends that make more money. I'm not talking about friends that live in better neighborhoods. No, I'm talking about people who are more loyal, more dependable. They're kind, they're compassionate, everything that your karmic friends were not. They're honest. You're trying to figure out, even romantically. But let's see, I'm going to pull from, actually I want to pull from this deck, the Hoodoo Tarot first. And then what I've been doing with this one is kind of been using it like an oracle. So I'm going to read the major arcana out of the book, because the stories are just wild. But I've been really like, I wanted to have it for Black History Month, but I ended up getting it literally on the last day of February. And because it sells out a lot. This deck here, for any of you that are like real avid collectors of tarot, this deck always sells out. It is very, very difficult to get and find in stock. I finally got it. There was literally one left on Amazon. But I really felt like I've been doing a lot of research lately, and I'm just really obsessed with the history of multiple cultures. I feel like there's all this evolution happening, and I don't know, I've been really drawn to history. Anyways, enough about me. Let's see. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels. Please allow me to be in service to the collective at this time and communicate the messages to them that are in their greatest good. They keep falling down. The 10 of Knives, congratulations. You're at the end of a karmic cycle. But I feel like what is going to be tested is there's a decision. So I feel like you're at the end, but you would have to choose it. So like I said, you can go around this wheel again. You get to the end and you either hop on to the new wheel or you just go around this one again. So you are at the end of this karmic cycle, deciding if I'm going to go around again or hop on a new loop. What determines that is your behavior, your outlook, and your emotional capacity. And I just feel like there is going to be a change. Like I said, you said you never would. I have a sneaking suspicion that what gets you off of this is admitting to yourself that you were wrong in limiting yourself in saying that you would never do something. I would never forgive that person. Well, the universe is going to get you to forgive that person in order to wrap up this karmic cycle and embark on a new one. I would never do this as work. Well, some of you, especially those of you that are judgmental to people that, like I said, they do service jobs. You think you're too good for something and you judge people based on, it's classism. So you judge people based on the money they have, the kind of clothes they wear, the house they live in, the neighborhood, the kind of car they drive. A lot of you guys are going to be riddled with financial trauma. You're going to be stripped of so much money that you are going to be in a service position. You are going to be driving a 10-year-old car. It's going to be like night or day for you. I do see that for some people here. And these were very, very, very privileged and judgmental people. That's a hard lesson. Mind you, on the other side, there are people who, some of you guys are going to bring in abundance to you because of everything you unlocked and finding out how to translate it into the 3D. Some of you guys are going to be, within a very short amount of time, buying a car that's only either a brand new car or a car that's only 2 or 3 years old instead of 12 or 13 years old. Some of you guys are going to buy your first home this year. Some of you guys are going to, if not buy your first home, really increase your living conditions. Courting in reverse. I read that one already. And it's in reverse. The whole deck was, that's interesting. And then we have paw. Okay, I'm going to read paw. Because that was actually, I touched on this energy about the moon. Remember I said in this deck, it actually tells you that masculine energy is the moon. I'm going to read paw. And guys, if this doesn't resonate for you, all the zodiac signs are yours. Okay, so whether you want to do your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or you just go on based on the titles. Some people go based on the fucking timestamps. Like, you know, just get creative. Okay. Paw. All right. And for the precious fruit brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon. Deuteronomy. I don't know. 3314. Okay. The plant is the moonflower, the image. A grandfather and son are sitting on the steps of their front porch enjoying each other's company. The moon shines brightly above them. Grandpa has his Prince Hall regalia on and his grandson is wearing a fez. This card reflects the fact that Black American men were once the most populous members of various secret societies and fraternal orders in the United States. The word moon has its origin in the Anglo-Saxon and word Mona, and it was associated with masculinity. In fact, that was also the case from the ancient Egyptians, Cherokee and Arabs, Ambocobis, Inuits, and the Teutons, Latins, and many others. That may come as a surprise for many, as the moon has been associated with femininity in the Western mind for quite some time. The gendering of objects as one or the other is not right or wrong, but instead merely reflects a culture's perspective on the nature of things. The majority of matriarchal Black Americans, the moon may be a fitting symbol for the patriarchs of our bloodline in its entirety, or for our grandfathers. The moon is illuminated by the light from the sun, yet there is always a side that remains occult or hidden from view. Similarly, it is common for people to know much more regarding the inner and outer lives of the woman in their families than they do about the men. Though the moon appears to shine very brightly sometimes, it only reflects under 15% of the sun's light. It also depends on where the moon is on its journey, its phase, and the angles of which the sunlight hits. It is an analogous to the tendency of men to conceal their feelings and to their desire to keep some aspects about what they've done or what they do private. The moon also is known to have a direct impact on the minds of people and the Earth's tides. In other words, they essentially set the mood of the planet. The analogy here is obvious. As men are dominant in all affairs concerning law and order, it's also certainly no secret that the moods of most women are often dictated by what the men in their lives are doing or not doing. Most people are often more fearful of lunar associations than solar ones, as it is during the night. And don't deny that. I heard some people being like, oh, that's not true. That's a lie. Half of the tarot 80% of the tarot community is consumed with what the divine masculine is doing, not what the divine feminine is doing. So, because I heard somebody be like, oh, that's not true, I'm not concerned. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay, sorry. I'm just saying. Um, it's also certainly no secret that the mood of most women are often depicted by what the men in their life are doing. Most women are also fearful of lunar associate. Most people are also more fearful of lunar associations than solar ones, as it's during the night when the moon is out that we are forced to face the music after we have done something wrong. Similarly, many of us shuddered at the thought of our fathers being told about our naughty behavior and punishing us when he returned later that evening. Meaning, when Pa appears in a reading, you are being asked to consider that you might not know everything that there is to know about the situation at hand, which I genuinely believe is what this Page of Swords and this Hangman means. I genuinely believe there is a truth that is coming into you, Libra, that is going to get you more privy to what is actually happening, what actually happened, so that you are more clear about a situation, whether it's past or present. This could be about something in the future, because if you are being offered something, you might be quick to decline it or quick to accept it. And it's from a very limited standpoint. So somebody could be trying to give you another perspective and be like, hey, you know, this some information that is missing to you that would give you a more broader idea of what you're about to embark into, or what you are about to say no to because of some limited idea. The Hangman speaks of needing a different perspective, and the Princess of Sword is a truth that's going to help give you a different perspective. But anyways, not only that, but the details are possibly being purposely hidden from you. Most likely, there is no concrete proof that you're being deceived, but you undoubtedly sense something is wrong. Pa may also be trying to tell you that sometimes you must seek truths that have been intentionally veiled or obscured by darkness to protect them. Everyone knows the most valuable and precious items are kept out of reach from casual browsers or lazy thieves. I also feel like there is a need. Some of you guys might find out who robbed you or who stole something from you. Because with the Four of Discs, you could be holding on really tight to your valuables because there is some despair about something that you thought you lost but was really stolen, or you knew it was stolen but you didn't know who did it. Who don't want to do the work to attain themselves. This is why our money, jewels, and other precious things are kept in boxes, vaults, and other secure, inconspicuous locations where, and I was about to put that in reverse, something is definitely going to be revealed to you. Or you are going to be prompted by the universe to reveal something about yourself you said you were never going to reveal. I'm never going to reveal this. I'm never going to open this part of me back up to somebody. I really feel this never say never energy for you guys. And that could be really triggering for you, because Libras can be very headstrong in what their truth is and not be yielding their own sort of truth properly, which is the karmic lesson and justice for Libra, which we have in all of us. But anyway, inconspicuous locations that will be safe. So it is certain knowledge. So it is with certain knowledge as well. Another meaning of Pa could be highlighting the necessity to get treatment for anxieties, depression, or to face your fears. Remember I mentioned about facing your fears earlier in the spread. Seek clarity. If you receive Pa in a reading, considering the following. You might be being deceived by somebody. You are in danger of delusional thinking. You know you have some inner demons. Are you ready to face them? Whatever or whoever is getting on your nerves has to go. It's affecting your health. Don't ignore that bad feeling or you'll be sorry. Try not to be such a wimp. A smile is a frown turned upside down. This is the dark side of the force. You're a phony. You are as phony as a $3 bill. Stop it. And I feel like what that means, because some of you felt really triggered about that. I don't feel like it's about you going out into the world and being a phony, Libra. I think it has to do with what you're holding on to. I'm never going to love again. I'm not going to get married again. I'm not open to love or friends right now. I'm just all I care about is money. And that's all. You're phony. You're a $3 bill phony. Okay. When really I just saw you really trying to avoid love because you're trying to focus on career, but you guys were obsessively going to the universe asking for love and shit like that. Okay. So there was that. Some of you guys are trying to act like you don't love somebody or you don't want to reconcile with somebody, but you really do. So that would be that phony energy as well. I know I was being phony with regards to like reconciliation and shit like that. I got really hit with that energy. It was like, okay, so then why am I missing somebody in particular? And it not necessarily to reconcile, to be with them, but that I was lying to myself and thinking that I didn't care about somebody, or I was also lying to myself in playing a victim, like as if I had never hurt anybody from my past, okay, and that they had just hurt me and that I was just this damsel in distress. Like I get where I'm being called out of this too. But anyways, self-deception is ultimately self-destruction. Yes, absolutely. What's the meaning of that dream you had? I've been having a lot of fucked up dreams. A lot of fucked up dreams. And it's been happening ever since I quit the weed, but it's just been getting more intense. Anyways, try to understand the perspective of the weird or esoteric person who's come into your life. After you clear your head, you'll be able to find your way again. Think of ways to express your creativity. There's healing in that, and pay attention to signs, visions, and warnings. I feel like this esoteric person coming into your life for many of you is romantic, especially of those of you that are in a healthy way, just focusing on another area of your life, but didn't close yourself off to love and romance. You just let go of the fact that you weren't able to manifest that as of now. It was like the universe was trying to get you to focus on going within for love and not looking externally. Because anybody who is obsessing over a lover and trying to bring love into their space, whether it's manifest a love partner or a love partner that they've let go or has let go of them, it's because they have a void of love and attention and intimacy within themselves. So they are obsessing, going to the universe. I need. Of course you need it if you don't have it within yourself, which is codependency. When you ask for things from people and from the universe that you can't offer to yourself, especially things like love, abundance, money. I need somebody with status. I need somebody with money. Well, if you really, really need that, it's probably because you don't have confidence in your ability to unlock abundance and actually hold on to it properly and build an empire on your own. And it's not to say you want somebody who isn't abundant. You want somebody who works hard, who unlocks their talents and abilities, which then, of course, is going to bring material abundance and sustenance. Right? There's some weird judgmental energy in this collective. I hope it's not you guys. I know it's not the majority of this tribe, but I am tapping into a very small group of you that are going to get rocked with karma, because all of that judgment that you have bestowed on other people about where they live, how they live, the kind of car they drive, the kind of clothes they wear, is actually going to put you in a severe place of poverty, so that you understand what that judgment looks like. Because then you're going to be on the other side yelling, don't judge, who do you think you are? You think you're all good because you have this and you have this. It's going to put you on the other side of the wheel. But anyways, this reading felt very like, I don't know, a part of me felt like I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. And then I'll just really quickly, I'm just going to part the deck. There's the King of Swords. This speaks of sincerity. I feel like somebody is being really sincere, because some of you guys might be wondering what is somebody's motives for telling you or offering you what it is. It's help, it's the truth, it's love, it's compassion, and some of you guys are questioning somebody's motives, and it looks like they're being quite sincere. But you would have to be able to feel that and know that's real. But anyways, I'm going to wrap up, Libra. Like I said, if this doesn't resonate, go through the library for March. And for daily, weekly content, Patreon /Queen Cup. And for all things frankincense, www.queencup.ca. Like I said, we've got our smudge kits back in stock. And until the next time I see you, beautiful people, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.